Hello guys, I'm about to review a standard room at the ARIA Resort and Casino on the Strip, and this is the corridor, and I'm going to review room 15220 on the 15th floor. Before I actually do that, I wanted to quickly say, very quickly, that the one thing that might be, it's not a problem really, but for first-timers it might be a bit overwhelming, is the fact that it's a little bit of a maze to and fro the elevators, but you know, the ambience and the class of the whole resort makes up for it. I just wanted to say that. Okay, forgive me if I'm a little bit low-key, because as I said, I just got off the plane and then I went straight to the buffet, and now I'm reviewing the room, and I think I'm going to be sleeping very soon. All right. Let's just go straight to the room, shall we? This is the entrance. Okay, well, this is the entrance. It's a little foyer, which I like because you don't go straight from door to bed, so to speak, which I find a little bit, it's not very private, is it? This entrance here has got very good size drawers. Am I showing you the drawers? What am I showing you? Oh, here it is. I did not even have wine. Okay, and then two good size wardrobes with racks for your luggage, 2 of them. This light doesn't work, so I'm just gonna have to show you like this. See, that's a luggage rack right there, your usual ironing, and you've got 2 nice robes. You know, we're at ARIA. Now the bathroom is right here. I'll show you the bathroom as well. I'm here, and it's got a sliding door just for space. It's lovely, you know. I mean, of course it's ARIA. It's perfectly well presented. The amenities are all here, and good quality amenities. For example, really very nice citrus and green tea soap. I mean, little touches like that that are still part of a higher end resort in Vegas. And this you used to find everywhere, but now, oh, corners are being cut. Now this is a bathtub stroke shower room. As you can see, you've got the shower area right here, so you step onto the shower area, and then you have a bathtub right there. No, it's not a jacuzzi tub, it's just a regular bathtub with your amenities. Very good quality shower head. I'm trying not to shake. Oh, okay, let's not shake anymore. And very clean. But not all rooms are like this. Last time I was in a room that had a separate shower cubicle, so it wasn't shower and bath at the same time in the same room. I'm going to close this, and on this end you have, of course, the toilet area with a little phone. There's a toilet, so it's a bit small, but you know, I mean, as I said, I think that I was at ARIA last time, and well, I've been here 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years, and I was in a slightly different room, but they're all slightly different, you know. But basically, the main themes are the same. Now, as it happened, I seem to have the same view as last time. Isn't that funny? Okay, so let's walk onto the room. It's beautiful because as I entered the room, the curtains were drawn, and immediately, automatically, all the curtains opened up. I didn't do anything, and the lights went on, which was kind of nice, and the TV went on with your main console, music, interactive features, and so forth. One thing I don't like about this room is the adjacent, the fact that it's connected to the other one. Usually it's okay, but if you find somebody noisy or just somebody that doesn't sleep at night, loud TV, then it can be a little annoying. I forgot to ask for a non-connecting. There are not that many. It depends on which resort, you know. Here I seem to get connecting rooms all the time. Then you have to ask, and I just didn't have to, I didn't want to bother this time. Now, the TV, let's go straight onto the desk TV. As you can see, the desk is rather interactive. I mean, the main features nowadays that you find in all good quality hotels. Okay. And good quality channels, good HD. You've got your usual do not touch kind of fridge, mini bar, and so forth. It's actually not so. You can touch for 60 seconds and read what it's about. At least they allow us to do that. Okay, now I'll go, okay, fine, I'll show you the view. You want a view, right? Well, this is not the view that some of you first-timers may like. I like it because it gives me a bit of space. Can you see that? Open space in front, I quite like that. Of course, you can have a strip view, which is more expensive. This is comp for me. It's completely free. Completely free. I don't pay anything. And that is, you know, I mean, for that, I forgive the lack of view. But it's so difficult. It's so different. I mean, there are some complimentary rooms that are completely free, others where you have to pay the resort fee. It's quite confusing, actually. And if I tell you, if you get comped, you may have to pay the resort fee, this is exactly what I mean. If you get comped, if you receive a complimentary offer from ARIA, you may have to pay the resort fee, depending on the type of offer that you have. It will say complimentary, but it's not entirely so, because you will still have to pay the resort fee, which is ridiculously expensive. Like ridiculously expensive. But at the same time, you know, what they usually do, they offer you $50 resort credit, which you can use against the resort fee, but you have to ask in advance. Always double check, okay? And or you can of course use for whatever you want to buy, or whatever service you want to buy within this resort, and you charge it to the room, and then at checkout you get the $50 off. So anyway, this is the Vadara in front of us. And I had a similar view last time. Is really, I was there last time. It's really similar. The Cosmopolitan is right there, and of course Bellagio in between. Of course, from here you do not get to see the Bellagio fountains. But as I say, even if you get a room like this with no real special view, except for at night you get to see the Rio, you get to see palms, you know, and it's nice. It's lit enough. Cosmopolitan is blue, and it's nice enough, you know. But at least you get to see a bit of mountains. It's open. I love it. I love it. Then these, the curtains, of course, are automatic, and they're all controlled by the bed. I'll show you in a second. This is a 2-queen bed. I did ask for 1 king, but when I checked in, which was very early, they didn't have any kings available, and I just wanted to check in. But you can, of course, get a 1 queen size bed. Sometimes, actually, that's all there is left. It depends on what type of guests they have. Sometimes they have a lot of groups, which means that there'll only be kings left. Other times you have couples, which means a lot of 2-queen rooms are available. Very comfortable beds, as you can see, very plush. I'm trying not to shake too much. Forgive me if I do. Let me know. I think that the buffet, I did very well there, honestly speaking. And of course the little desk facing the TV, which frankly I like, because I don't like to turn my head completely 180 to see a TV, to watch TV when I actually do some work. At the room, it's not too big. There have been much bigger rooms. Oh, you should see where I'm gonna be going. Very, very much bigger rooms. I've never found that ARIA necessarily gave huge rooms, and we are talking about level entry rooms. We're talking about standard rooms, not the upgrade rooms, okay? But this is it. It's very pleasant. It's beautiful. Oh, and one thing, you always ask me to show you where the safe is. But before I show you where the safe is, you see, this is how you control lights, and this is your interactive kiosk, which is different from your phone. And I also wanted to show you how you control the curtains in a minute. But right now, since I'm here, I'll show you the safe. This is quite often the location of the safe in many resorts these days. It's it's actually, as you can see, it's not the biggest, but the problem is it's locked, and it was locked the moment I actually checked in, so I have to phone housekeeping and get it unlocked so that I can use it. So when you come in, always check the safe if you intend to use it, because you may have to wait for a long time for somebody to show up and fix it for you. This is it, guys. I mean, it's nice, isn't it? It isn't outstanding. It's not Angkor, is it? And it's not even Caesar's Palace in that. Caesar's Palace really, the rooms are usually much, 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 much bigger. So if you're a little bit claustrophobic, yeah, I mean, it may not necessarily the best room for you, though the beautiful open space view will make up for the sense of claustrophobia that you may get. But for those of you who come from Europe, this is a palace. You know, you can make 3 European hotel rooms in this room here. 3. You know, sometimes I jumped onto the beds, and these were expensive hotels. So I always am happy with Vegas, you know, and I love ARIA. I just, you know, I mean, I wasn't happy to find out that all comp rooms are not necessarily completely comped. As I say, you may have to pay the resort fee, but it's not the same for everybody. But if you do, you often have a package which includes the $50 resort credit, which is good because you can use it for anything within the resort. And it's always, if you don't plan on paying for anything or buying anything, then it's always worth asking if you can just get the resort fee waived, well, balanced out through the credit that you have. Okay, I'm speaking very slowly. I am drunk from food, excessive food eating after many months of eating regularly. I was even on a diet just to get ready for this, you know. I had to lose a few pounds because I might get a few. No, I never gain any pounds in Vegas. I walk too much. Okay, so this is it. And the air conditioning is quite good. It's centralized. It doesn't come from a window, of course. And it says it reaches 72. I have had this set at 71, but it has been stuck at 72 for quite some time, you know. I suspect this is the temperature that it's going to stay at. Maybe within, you know, in a few hours it will lower a little bit, but it's fine. It's pleasant enough. I'm happy. And I think so will you. But, you know, let me just double try the bed. The bed is comfortable, but it isn't as comfortable as, for example, Mandalay Bay or Angkor. Of course, Angkor, forget it. If you go check into Angkor, you will not want to check out. You will not want to leave the room. It's so comfortable. Those beds are so comfortable. I still rave about Angkor, you know. Hello, guys. This is a little addendum because I have to say that I had a really good sleep on this bed. And presumably I would have the same sleep on this bed. But last night, really, I wasn't sure about the mattress. But it was really comfortable. It was incredibly comfortable. It didn't feel like that immediately sitting down, but actually lying on it for a while. I had a great sleep. I woke up with no backache. So, you know, that's a plus, right? And that's a plus. You gotta think about these things, okay? Oh, hi guys, just a little addendum in case you didn't see it. The bathroom actually here at ARIA also has the scales, which is good so that we can check how many kilos we've put on after eating at the buffet. Hi, I just wanted to show you the, let's call it interactive TV that you have at ARIA. So you can watch TV, you can also use it for your own. There's tons of music you can choose from, really a lot. All your lighting system management can also be operated through the TV, and so the temperature and all the services and the drapes and of course the wake-up call. I'm lowering it because otherwise it shows all my account details. Okay, and the safe has been opened, and that's what it looks like, okay? So it's not too big. This is at ARIA, yeah? It's not too big. A laptop fits, but oh yeah, this one is fine because you see, you can remove it. So a laptop fits here, but not a lot more, but you know, all your most valuable items will fit. And then you close it and that's it. Okay, guys, let's move on. Okay, well, this safe is very small. It's very thin. I mean, it's just because of all this space. Yes, I'm in my robe. It doesn't close. Now, I had to remove so many things. I had to remove all these items, you know, and this one too. Just a sec, I want to show you. I had to remove all these items, which I usually do manage to put in a safe. to be able to put the rest in the safe. And frankly, I had to empty this, it's just really very, very, very small, this safe. Which is a huge shame, because all they had to do is just to choose, all they had to do is to have a less narrow drawer, and just have less empty space, which nobody uses. So that's very faulty design. I don't remember having this problem in another ARIA room in the past. I'm just going to have to go through all my records. But I just wanted you to know. But even if it's comped, I need to put things in my safe. Okay, guys, just had it. I wanted to show you this as part of the more detailed review. Okay, another little addendum, guys. A word about this chair, desk chair at ARIA. Well, it looks good, doesn't it? Although it clearly is not ergonomic. But when you sit on it, there's a hole in it. You feel like you're just plunging down onto the floor. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to get one of those cushions, pillows, and place it here. So, of course, this is wear and tear, and it's more likely than not that when you check into a similar room, you will have no issue. But just to let you know, I just wanted to be meticulous in terms of reviewing this level entry room at ARIA, this standard 2-queen bedroom at ARIA. I still prefer resorts where they have an ergonomic chair. I mean, we're talking about high-end resorts, and they have a very, very hefty resort fee. So I want a chair where I'm comfortable when I sit by the desk. So I know some of you will go, oh my God, she's so moany. But I just wanted to be meticulous. Am I happy here? Sure. Would I like a better chair? Definitely. Okay, guys, let's move on. Hi, guys. I wanted to show you something that I don't like about these beds at ARIA. Can you see there's this, I don't know, it's not a box springs, it's just okay, this structure inside of which there's lots of dirt because of the way it's made. You would have to really vacuum it so thoroughly. And so, in these areas there's going to be dirt. Let me show you this other side. So I was going to sleep on this side, but I actually got all itchy. Maybe it was psychological because I saw the dirt. Look, it's just gross. I mean, it reminds me of cheap motels, This is not what I expect in a high-end hotel, especially given the super high resort fee. I'm really upset. No, I'm not upset. I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep, but it grosses me out. It's quite awful. I don't know if you can see, there's hair. There's hair in that corner, and there's some other stuff. You can't see it as well as I can. But, I mean, this is supposed to be ARIA, okay? What I'm saying is the way the box springs are made, it's not really smart, because it's begging for the dirt to accumulate and not to be cleaned. Let's face it. The rooms are not cleaned every single inch, are they? So anyway, I just wanted to show you. I know many of you will say, oh, who cares? It's nothing. But this is ARIA. Some of you will spend quite a lot of money to stay here if you're not lucky to be comped. And even if you are comped, some of you will have to pay the resort fee, which is very high. And I don't want to see that. And there's a lot of wear and tear, actually, by the phone. I don't know. It's not Encore, is it? It's not Encore. I don't know. I think I'm just put off, And the furniture is kind of cheap, actually. So anyway, I mean, I know many of you love ARIA, and it's beautiful, but the rooms, I think, are a little wanting, especially the standard level entry rooms. I don't know if I'm in the worst room ever in ARIA, or it's just that they're all like that. But I mean, I just don't like to sleep knowing that there's dirt next to me when I pay some nice money or when I expect to be in a high-end resort. Okay, I know some of you will think, oh, she's a moaner, but these are, real reviews. Okay, guys, a little addendum, another one. So there's a general review, and then there are specific little reviews within the stay, because you can never really test everything and from the initial review. So I wanted to I'll show you. This is ARIA, of course. It's a standard room. It's a comp room, meaning free, but in fact you have to pay often. You have to pay for the resort fee, which is about $33. So that's a $33 room. Nonetheless, I'll explain this. I explain this quite well on the website, top-buffet.com. Okay, I wanted to show this problem. Okay, this is the hot water. This is the maximum that I can turn. Hot water. When you turn hot water, which is pathetic in itself in terms of how much water comes out, and then you turn the cold water, because otherwise you burn yourself, you know what happens? No more water is added. So you know what happens? I can't quite put the hand there for you, but you cannot have one and the other at the same time. Now what happens is that cold water prevails and you only have cold water. If you turn this off, you're gonna have only hot water. Apart from the fact that, look, this is the little water that's coming out, and it's really quite pathetic, right? It's just not acceptable, is it? It reminds me of when I was in India. I went there on holiday, and I had to accept that the structure wouldn't allow perfection that we're used to. But this is ARIA. ARIA is an expensive resort. It's a high-end resort, and we expect perfection. And now I'm going to show you this other one, this other sink. We've got his and hers, and her, and it's slightly better, but I'll show you. Really, is it really that much better? And then you turn, and you see it's not. The principle is the same. You can only have hot water or cold water. So that's it. And now close hot water, and that's cold water. I don't know. I'm used to a lot more water. It takes forever to actually do anything. That's it. So luckily the water in the bathtub works. It's fine. That's how it should be. You see? That's how it should be. And here, for the bath, it works, but it doesn't work for the sinks, which is a little bit of a pain. If you have problems like these, by all means, go and complain. I know you don't want to, you're on holiday and you can make do, but if you don't complain, then the problem is going to be just passed on to the next guest and so forth. And usually when there's a problem like this, you get the resort fee waived, or you get something, because you cannot pay high-end resort fees for Vegas and receive this type of service. Although I know that when you check into hotels similar to these, to this one elsewhere, you pay 5 times more. But we're talking about Vegas and what you can get in Vegas, and that's why we all come to Vegas. These are casino hotels. We give lots of money through the casinos, so it's a different logic. You cannot really compare this hotel with, say, a hotel, I don't know, in Vancouver or Rome, because they don't have casinos to supplement their income. Oh my God, I sound as if they're not making enough money, but they do. Okay, guys, I just wanted to show you this. All right, guys, I hope I have given you a reasonably extensive review, and do not forget to ask me any questions through the comments page of top-buffet.com, not through YouTube, because I no longer have time. Well, I just can't answer so many comments. So what I'm going to do, the comments have been blocked for a long time. That's why you don't see any new ones. I'll free it up. You can ask each other. You can ask one another questions, but I will not reply through YouTube. But I will reply, and I promise, through the comments section of top-buffet.com. We also have a video section there within which you can watch videos, the same videos, or even extended videos. And in there also there's a comment section. So let's just connect that way. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to phone about this safe now. Otherwise, I'm never gonna leave. And yeah, you love it. You know, you love it. But it is, you know, it is not. It isn't Angkor. All right. Have I been clear? In terms of room, standard room. In terms of resort, it's beautiful, and it's just beautiful. But the room, the basic level entry room, which as it happens in this case it was comped, it's beautiful, but it isn't luxurious at the same level as Angkor, for example.